few more minutes,
Yeah.
but guys, one of the things that I was going to bring up today, I was going to show the slides, Daryl, and
Let's do
David Hart's been working on this vision for a while. It's something that he's been pursuing, been talking about. Actually, did it for a little bit with a condo in Big Bear, but it's been part of the ambassador program he's been wanting to develop for years. And that program is where when you become an ambassador, of course, you get the Louis Vuitton experience. That's still the case. When you become an ambassador, you get to go on a world tour completely for free. They pay for your airfare. All you do is a 4-hour training, and you get a free vacation. That was something brand new that the company added not that long ago. But when you become an ambassador, the company is beginning to acquire these multi-million-dollar properties. And guys, you can go there and use those properties. David Hart is not buying those homes for himself. He's buying those homes for you, so that when you become an ambassador, you and your family and your kids, your friends, your relatives, your biggest naysayers, the ones that told you this wouldn't work, you can bring them to the multi-million-dollar beachfront home and say, tell me one more time about how this thing doesn't work, right? Anyway, the company did purchase a multi-million-dollar property, and I'm going to pull that up right now. I don't have the professional pictures, guys. This is just from my iPhone. We are getting ready to have our new brand officer, Troy, go in and actually do a photo shoot for this whole thing here. But let me just do this.
I think it will do justice. I think everyone will get the point.
All right. So, guys, this is a penthouse suite, okay, in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is 4,000 square feet. You have a movie theater inside the place, okay? To get inside to this tower, you have to go through these gates that are about 20 feet tall, and they're like unbelievable steel. I mean, a truck ain't getting through it. You have to go through a guard shack. You have to show ID just to get onto the property. Then you pull up to the tower that goes up, 38 floors. They're gonna go valet your car for you. You walk in, you have to go through another security guard. You're gonna see all kinds of famous athletes, famous movie stars, famous singers. I mean, this is a multi-million-dollar home in the sky, okay? So just kind of set the stage for you here. And guys, as you get to look at the place here, or that's a video, let's back up here, let's go the other way. All right, here we go, just showing you some pictures. So again, this is 4,000 square feet. And when you become an ambassador, guys, you can come here. There's 3 or 4 different balconies. It has almost, not quite, probably a 270 degree, not a 360 view, but a 270 degree view of the strip. The buildings in the distance, guys, that's the Wynn and the Encore. I mean, those are 2 of the most coveted properties in all of Las Vegas. There's another view of the strip. I mean, guys, the place is just out. I'm going the wrong direction. The place is out of this world. So here's David Hart along with Miss Adela and Gina and Miss Trish. Guys, when you enter the place, this is part of the view that you're going to see. Again, 4,000 square feet. Guys, this is the bathroom. There's a men's bathroom, a women's bathroom. I know that sounds funny for a home, but they built it that way. There's literally 2 bathrooms off the master suite. There's 2 massive walk-in closets off the master suite. Guys, this bed right here, the bed alone is worth $80,000. It's solid wood. It was carved. I mean, you see that ornate bed? I mean, it is unbelievable. The bed alone, $80,000. There's all kinds of famous statues and paintings. There's a Monet inside the place, right? Here's another one of the balconies with just another strip of yet the view. Here's the movie theater. Those curtains, by the way, are blackout curtains. I didn't take the picture with it blacked out so you guys can see the movie theater a little bit better. Here's part of the master suite. I mean, guys, this place is unbelievable. And again, when you become an ambassador, sound here. Guys, when you become an ambassador, you can come here, bring your family, bring your friends, bring your biggest naysayers. And this is just one of the properties, guys. There's another view of the strip right there from that balcony. This is just one of the properties. They're also buying one in Cabo San Lucas. That property is going to be equally impressive. Eventually, they're going to buy one in Miami. They're going to buy one in Thailand. They're going to buy one in Madrid, Spain. There's another balcony, guys. That's the Westgate right there. That's where the big Travoyam event was just recently. Here we go. Come out here. That's a walk-in closet. There's the bedroom. Hey, guys, I just shot this on my iPhone real quickly. I'm just kind of trying to speed this up a little bit so we get to our main stars. But
we get it. I mean, this is truly, truly unbelievable, guys. And you just got to become an ambassador. And I want to make it clear, guys, there's no challenge you have with your business today that 3 to 5 brand new platinum members wouldn't solve. So I don't care what you're going through with the group, any ups, any downs, any challenges, people not doing this, people not doing that. Sometimes what happens, you got to look in the mirror as well. But I can tell you guys, let's just start talking about this as the luxury collection, the legacy collection. And just imagine, guys, once you become an ambassador, you got access to the legacy collection, and they're all over the country, all over the world, and you can actually have access to these as you're an ambassador. And the more advances above ambassador you get, you're going to give you more access to that. And like Todd said, can you imagine right now? I want you guys to really start visualizing this right now. You're an ambassador, you're 1-star ambassador, 2-star, whatever ambassador level that you're at, and you're bringing your family to Vegas for an entire week, whatever days that is going to actually be, and you're able to go hang out at that place. That's where you're staying, and you even bring friends with you as well. It's 4,000 square feet, and you're going to have access to that. Todd, again, this is a game changer in our industry. There's no other company that I know of that is doing anything like this. And all you got to do is become an ambassador, share the product, share opportunity, build for events, self-improve. And within a year to 2 years to 3 years, it doesn't matter. We have people doing it in about 2 months' time. That's unusual. Let me be clear on that. People doing it in 3 and in 5 months, people doing it in 8 months, several doing it within a year. But if you could do that in 2 to 3 years, that you knew you could add that luxury collection, our legacy collection to your portfolio. Guys, that is pretty cool. I haven't seen any companies in 36 years being full-time in this industry do this, and to do it at that level, something that any one of you listening right this second, you can become an ambassador if you plug in and stay the course. Todd, I am so happy and so excited, buddy. Todd, we can't hear you. I don't know if it's just me or...
It's kind of an extension of the entire company's mission here, guys. When you think about the world tours we get to go on, in fact, we went and met a billionaire yesterday. I mean, unbelievable, guys. We went to this $1 million producer event. You had to make over $1 million per year to go. And at that event, they had there was actually 2 different billionaires. They flew in on a G5 jet. We went then met with a billionaire yesterday, me and David did. And the guy was just fascinated with the Travorian model. I mean, we spent an hour and a half with the guy. I mean, this guy is, I can't even begin to describe all the different things that he's done, all the different things that he's doing, but he was blown away by the Travorian model. I mean, guys, the bigger they are, the faster they're going to see it. But the point is that when we were describing part of what we're doing here, here we are at the Wynn, and we brought up the fact that we had a world tour at the Wynn. Well, guys, the rooms at the Wynn can go for $600, $700, $800, $900 a night. How many average people are going to go to Las Vegas and say, hey, honey, let's go stay at the Wynn. Let's go get the $900 a night room. I mean, most people never get to experience that in any way, shape, or form. So this goes back to the whole travel more, travel better, right? So we're not just giving people more vacations. Hey, I got to go to 7 Holiday Inns last year. No, we're getting people in the 4- and 5-star type properties. I was talking to Dr. Phyllis Terry yesterday. Her and Thomas are getting ready to go to Qatar. I mean, guys, they're going to the Ritz-Carlton. I mean, voted one of the nicest hotels in the world. Now, we're recording right now, so I can't mention the price, but you guys have all seen it in the back office, right? I mean, you're going there for next to nothing with breakfast and dinner included. Guys, I've never been in a Ritz-Carlton my entire life. Still to this moment, I have not been in a Ritz-Carlton. We're giving people experiences that they would just never have if it wasn't for the company. By the way, that's also true from a cultural point of view, meaning that you're around winners. You're around an ambassador, Keith Brown. You're around Paul and Donna Scales. You're around Daryl and Maria Roberts. You're around Pastor Deborah Taylor and Cynthia Sly, and you're around Ambassador Harlan Hall and Danny Seguinall, and you get to hang out with Mr. David and Adela Hart. You're hanging out with Dr. Phyllis Terry and Ambassador Alex and Igor and Larissa and Ark and Tatiana and Arena and Anita, and I'm starting to go through all the ambassadors here, right? I mean, guys, you're hanging out with champions and winners, people that are reading books, people that are wanting to build a financial wall around their family nothing can penetrate, people that are trying to become better versions of themselves and raise their children to be amazing people. Harlan Hall talked about that, not Harlan Hall, Ambassador Ark talked about that from stage. His son was featured on the front cover of Forbes magazine, but his son kind of grew up in this industry. He's been around John Maxwell, Jim Rohn, Les Brown his entire life. By the way, his son, who's only in late 20s, has actually spoken with John Maxwell multiple times on stage. Went from just in the backseat of mom and dad's car, driving down the road as they're listening to these audios, Jim Rohn, John Maxwell. He's just a kid in the back seat, taking it in. And guys, now that has formed who he has become as a young man. And now he's been on the front cover of Forbes. He's spoken with John Maxwell. Guys, that's part of what we're doing. But then as you do become successful, guys, you get the Louis Vuitton experience. I mean, again, when we went to the one in Paris a couple of years ago, it's the busiest Louis Vuitton in the world. It's the biggest Louis Vuitton in the world. It is 4 stories tall. Guys, I have a video of this. They have a line that goes all the way down and around the corner. You have to wait an hour for the right to walk into the Louis Vuitton. And oh, by the way, there's no bathroom for you. There's no bathroom. So I hope you don't, by the time you get up to your turn and you're doing the happy dance, right? I mean, because you got to go to the bathroom, but you don't want to get out of line because then you got to go wait an hour again. And then a lot of people go in the store, but they can't afford to buy anything, right? And then here we pull up in these big limousine vans. The staff is out front. The entire staff's out front waiting. They don't even go say hi to the people and wait in line for an hour. They're just standing there waiting our arrival. And as we walk in, they're greeting us all, and all of our ambassadors walk straight into the place. People begin to take our pictures like, who are these freaking people? I mean, they thought maybe we were famous. I mean, we're some Hollywood people. And we walk straight into the place. We go to the 4th floor. We got 2 private salons, the macaroons, the champagne. Each of the ladies given their own personal private shopper, and they went shopping on the company gift card. Who gets to do that? Who gets to do that? And then now you become an ambassador. 188 left, 188 right. Guys, as Daryl mentioned a moment ago, we have people doing 2 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. We've had a dozen do it in 9 months, another dozen do it in 12 months. Some it'll take 2 years, some it'll take 5 years. It doesn't matter how long it takes. How long have you been working already? 20 years. And if you quit working tomorrow, how much money would they pay you every week approximately? Nothing? 0? What if it takes 5 years to have $10,000 a month coming in every single month? Then I get to go to Louis Vuitton, and then now I get to go to the Legacy Collection, right? I get to go to this multi-million-dollar property in Las Vegas, the kind of places where you're going to see famous sports athletes, singers, people from Hollywood, right? You're up on the 33rd floor, 4,000 penthouse overlooking all of Las Vegas, Nevada. Wait till you see the one in Cabo, right? Who gets to do that? Almost nobody. It's something you see in the movies. Guys, you get to do that. Dave Hart is, Trevorium is a place where dreams come true. Somewhere over the rainbow is a place called Trevorium, a place where, wow, I can go have a taste and live this life that most people have only dreamed about. They only see it on television. And anybody can learn the skills that it takes to becoming an ambassador. Daryl did the quick 4 a moment ago, right? I mean, learning to share the product, share the opportunity, learning to do personal development. What's your 4th one there, Daryl?
Build for events, share product, share opportunity, build for events, self-improve, and you can add the other one, duplication. And guys, what Todd's going through, all of that where you're building and developing, learning the simple skill sets to invite someone to put them in front of a presentation. The worst thing that's going to happen to you while you are doing all of that is you're going to take 2 to 3 first-class vacations every year. That is the worst case scenario. I have never seen anything like that, Todd. We've got the deal. I see we got some guests on here and some excited people also on here today, guys. I want to just thank all you guys that are joining us here. And again, like Todd said, for those of you that are watching us after hours or, rebroadcast morning, noon, or night, Thank you guys for plugging in. It's okay if you miss this because of something happening in your life or a big event, a birthday or a wedding or something.
Recording in progress.
It's okay. You just need to make sure you come back and you watch this that night. I told you guys last week, we don't miss the corporate update calls. We really don't. But we happen to have a presentation in town during the call. Well, by the time we were done and we got back home, I watched that call. Maria and I watched that recording on Facebook, within hours afterwards. So if you do miss it, I get it. It's okay. Try to be here live. That's what it's all about. Live is more important. But if you can watch this and get your team to watch this, you're going to see your team grow. But Todd, let's introduce a couple of these guests that we have on here, the scales. And of course, we've got Keith who brought the scales into it. And the scales went out there and they got over Harlan's home about 11 o'clock in the evening, and they signed Harlan up, thanks to Harlan's wife saying she wants to travel. And 11 o'clock, they could have waited to the next day, and hopefully Harlan was going to be excited again. Maybe his wife wouldn't have been home. Maybe they wouldn't have said yes, but they took action immediately, didn't wait. 11 o'clock, drove 40 minutes over to Harlan, showed him a presentation. He and Michelle signed up, and history is being unfolded in front of all of us as we speak.
Yeah, so let's bring on Paul and Donna Scales first, guys. I mean, hey, they are our brand new ambassadors this week. We also, by the way, guys, just want to give a shout out to Ark and Tatiana. If you guys don't know, Ark and Tatiana's mom, she passed away. And obviously that was heart-wrenching for Tatiana. She doesn't like to talk about it, but that happened, I don't know, 6 months ago, something like that, 8 months ago. Well, guys, this is a legacy company. And then when she passed away, I think she was a 3-star director. She went ambassador yesterday, right? She went ambassador yesterday. And so Ludmila up in heaven, looking down, obviously their family inherited that business. That business not only continues to pay their family, that business now became an ambassador. So now you got both, Guy Taylor, where we got the legacy. We've got Ludmila, the legacy. But obviously that's part of Ark and Tatiana and their entire family. So congratulations to them. Just want to give that shout out to them because it just happened literally yesterday. But right now we're going to focus on Paul and Donna Scales, two of the greatest people in our company. I want to bring on again, let's get Keith Brown on here and Harlan Hall, because guys, there's quite a succession here. I mean, you got Keith Brown, the great Keith Brown, who's got the greatest videos in the world. And then he sponsors, Paul and Donna. Paul and Donna sponsor Harlan. I mean, this is a unbelievable succession of 3 mega, leaders in our company straight in a row. But Paul and Donna, congratulations to you guys. How does it feel? Tell us about the journey, the struggle, and finally the arrival.
Well, Todd, thank you for having us on today, man. It feels great, man. Just to be able to hit the level of ambassador and be in one of the world's greatest travel clubs in the world. We prayed to find another travel club, and then when we found Terrorium a little over 2 years ago, Keith sent us a little video that Daryl and Maria had sent, that one of his team members sent them. And I was like, Keith, I'm all in, man. And from there, we got to meet you and Mr. Hart and Daryl and Della and all the other people. But the struggle, I'm going to talk about the struggle, man. In the last year, man, my life has definitely been turned upside down. But one thing that I kept in focus was that I was going to grow this business with people or without people. Because to me, this was a calling for me, because I wasn't going to do any more network marketing ever again in my life. I was just going to pay for a membership and enjoy what the membership offered. But when I seen it was a way not just for me to actually earn income and be able to leave income, it was a way for me to go out and change other people's lives. And when I tell you, I really want to go out here and change people's lives. I flew down the road today to get on this call because the guy in the barbershop wanted to know about the travel thing, because he said, man, I see you hit this rank of ambassador. I've been following you, man. I said, I can't talk to you about it right now, but I promise you after I do this call, I'll drive back up here and sit down and talk to you. But right now, I have to get down the road because I'm running late and I have to be there at 12 o'clock. So, the ups and downs, people quitting, you be just close to a rank and you wake up tomorrow morning and it's gone. And I ask yourself, what do you have right there in yourself? Because I don't care who quit. All I look for is who want to join, who want to change their life, and who want to change somebody else's life. But what Mr. Hart have created, opening in 71 different countries, it's a time that we can change a lot of people's lives that definitely need Travoyum. Because, I mean, what better way that you can make money? By showing other people how to have fun and take a vacation for less money than they spent on all the last vacations they took all year. So, I'm super excited, man. Without a team, I wouldn't be here. So when I tell people this is ambassador for all of us, everybody that's on all of the teams that we are created from under Mr. Keith Brown. So, and under Darryl and Todd, and it goes on Coach D and Phyllis, and it goes on and on and on. So we are a team, and we can't be more excited to be an ambassador in Travoyum.
Wow, well said. Well, one question for you, and Don, I know we're going to hear from you as well, but one question, you guys are definitely a power couple. There's no question about it. When you see Paul, you see Donna. When you see Donna, you see Paul, 99.9% of the time. How are you guys working together and keeping still, obviously the house going and everything else going, et cetera? How does that all work together for couples that are out there listening right now? What could you pass on to them that might help them work closer together? Or do you have different responsibilities, or you kind of put them all in one lump and you guys just work at them together? Share that a little bit if you don't mind.
Well, my responsibility is definitely building an organization. Donna is the expert at keeping the glue together, like the trips, all the training. I do Zooms, but I love live presentations. I love to come to your house, Darryl, and sit down with you at your table. And, I'm a fan of Zooms, but sometimes Zooms would never get Harlan Hall to sign up with us. So I knew we had to drive to Harlan Hall house at 11 o'clock at night, because that's the only way that he had to be able to look at us in our eyes and see that we was really, truly telling him this is the best thing we seen. This is the best thing we found, because trust me, there's a lot of stuff going on out there. So you have to sometime get out and go to the people. And then when I'm talking about having live travel parties and having Keith Brown come down and kick off our first live travel party and see the excitement in the room, and then be able to duplicate that and go out. And that's the way we was taught to build. And Donna was taught always, like, she put everything together, the team shirts, man, the training. She know everything about the product that you can imagine that I don't know. I tell people you don't have to know everything to build this business, but Donna is the glue to our success, not just in Travoyum, but in a lot of other things that we do. So, you have to know your place. I know my role, and Donna know her role, but sometimes, Darryl, she takes my role too, Exactly. I know you already know, Darryl.
I know that. Well, one more quick follow-up question on that is, like, how long were you in the business before you enrolled Harlan Hall? How long was that process from when you signed up before you actually got him signed up?
I think we signed up in March, and I believe we got Harlan started in August.
So March, a few months afterwards. Okay, very good.
I think it was exactly 3 months. And
no, it wasn't 3 months. It was March, April, May, June, July, August, about 4 to 5 months.
4 to 5 months.
6 months.
Donna knows, I'm telling you. Donna.
She told you. No. It was okay. There's Maria. Don't curse.
Yeah, it was about 5, almost 6 months, because I think Harlan signed up kind of like toward the end of August. So I think he's coming up on his 2-year anniversary.
And
soon,
believe it or not, man,
if he haven't reached it already.
I said, Donna, Harlan has just got a place, and we're gonna go down. She said, no, Paul. We're going to go down to Harlan's tonight. I'm like, okay, well.
I don't know if that's how that story went, but I'm going to let him go ahead and tell his version of it. But but as a couple, I'm in the trenches just as much as Paul. So even though I do Zooms and, and do one-on-ones with everyone, every travel party that he's at, I'm pretty much at as well. Paul have more time in the daytime to do one-on-ones and go and see people because, you know, I'm at work now with the return to office policy. And, you know, so he had more time to see people one-on-one. But I think that we do pretty well. Like he said, I have my strengths, which is everything. And, you know, so.
Daryl, you already know.
No, but you know, but honestly, I mean, you know, Paul, he'll go out and do like, you know, cold market stuff. You know, Paul, he'll go into cold market. I won't go into cold market. That's just not what I do. But, you know, I think that it's important to, you know, not focus on the money so much all the time, but sometimes you have to focus on the product too. So I say, you know, sometimes you can get people in, but it takes somebody to keep people in as well. Like Maria did the video, the value of platinum. You know, you have to do something to keep the people in and let them know what they're paying for, because everybody's not going to go in and get 3 people right away. Some people can and others can't. And what happens is they start losing, you know, their excitement about being a part of Travorium. And I'm like, well, what did you start for? Did you see the vacations and fall in love with that piece, or the money? And if somebody tells you no, what do you have and what you're going to do to keep on going? So, you know, you just have to let everybody know what they have access to when it comes to this product, and just get around the people that's doing something. It's going to keep you motivated. It's going to keep you inspired, and it's going to keep you encouraged. You just have to stay around the campfire, because as soon as you get away, it's really, really cold out there. And that's when people decide that they either want to resign, or, you know, they want to take their membership from platinum to titanium. They don't see the value. And it's like, you know, what have you done to actually get to know the product? So, you know, that's my strength, you know, the product, the back office, how to build exactly what we need, when we needed to hit rank. So, you know, we kind of like, you know, compensate for each other for the most part.
That is awesome. So again, guys, you're hearing a couple, how they work together. They all have strength. The women have more, as Donna said. Maria will vouch for you on that. So Ty, I got a bunch of other questions, but I don't want to hog this up. So if you got a question, definitely go ahead.
Well, I just want to point out, and this is a big thing of Dave Hart's. I mean, guys, I mean, Dave, preaches all the time that anytime you get, you know, husband and wife to come together with a common goal, a common vision, a common cause, right? Hey, let's just go build this business together. And it doesn't mean that you're both doing the same things, right? I mean, sometimes one's more, you know, doing the recruiting, and other people are doing more with, you know, the back office and the product and the training. Like, I mean, guys, Gina books all of our travel, right? I mean, people call me up like, hey, how do you do this? I'm like, Gina? I mean, different people do different rules, right? But they've come together, they're working the business together, no one role more valuable than the other. But guys, anytime, you know, you get, you know, the husband and wife working together, build a business, guys, it's magical. It's magical in so many ways. It's magical for the marriage. It's magical for the family. It's magical for the business. It's magical because other people watch. Wow, look at them. Look at Paul and Donna, man. They're building this thing together. They're traveling together. They're making money together. They're going to cool places together. Man, we should be more like them. I mean, you make other people, man, I want to be like them. I want us to be having fun together and getting recognized together, and going to Thailand and Louis Vuitton together, and going to the multi-million-dollar penthouse in Las Vegas together. I mean, I want to be doing that, right? But I mean, guys, it is just so powerful, right? And so, I mean, Paul and Donna, do you guys always work together as a team in your past, or is this just, I mean, what's kind of some of the chemistry that goes into that?
Well, I would say the only network marketing that Paul and I has done together have been in travel, because I wasn't bothering anything else that he was interested in. So it wasn't always like that. But when it came to travel, it's something that I'm very, very passionate about. And I know that if I help him, or if we work together to achieve what he want to achieve with anything that he's doing in this space, then, you know, I'll get what I want out of this space. So, you know, we achieved the ranks.
Yes,
and, you know, I get to go on the trips. So, but it's like, you know, helping him get what he wants. And, you know, as a result, we get to share, you know, our experience and our vacations and stuff. Both of us love vacationing. And, you know, we just enjoy doing everything together, period, point blank.
It wasn't a hard thing to do, Todd, because, I mean, you're talking about travel.
Yeah.
I mean, like, when I came here and talked about lotion, potion, or pills, Donna, like, Paul, I'm off. So to get her involved in it's something that I said travel, it was like an instant yes. And being in the network marketing space, all of us that did network marketing, you want to be successful at whatever you go do. And to me, it's nothing to say that you can't be successful, because all you have to do really is all about a switch in your mindset. But with Donna, I didn't have to switch her mind because she's going to travel anyway. So I was like, you know what? Why not get paid to travel?
Right, exactly.
And why not help other people earn money to go travel?
And I'm like, that makes sense.
So that was it, Todd.
Now, I mean, obviously, you guys today, right? You just hit ambassador. You're on a high, right? I mean, this is a pinnacle, incredible moment, right? But in every business, there are highs and there are lows. And guys, nobody's exempt. Not Daryl and Maria, not Harlan Hall, not David and Adela, not me and Gina, not Igor and Larissa. I mean, we all have this roller coaster ride that we have to go through. So can you describe some of the lows and how you got through those moments? What kept you going?
Well, what kept me going was
What are the lows?
oh, the lows. Hey, the lows is when my first 2-star left. I was so close to being able to go hit ambassador, which was my goal when I got started. And when the first 2-star left, and I seen the collapse of which was my strong leg become the weak leg. And I was like, I can't focus on anything else now but how to go build that and find some more leaders or some more people that wanted hope, because hope go a long ways with me. If you hope that you could do something, then we can learn how to do it. So when we got to that low point that we were stuck, and it's like people that told me that they would come and they didn't come and they went somewhere else, it was okay, because I still put the same much love with them that I would if they came with me. So I knew if I had to build this, which Harlan Hall say, Paul, you built that thing brick by brick. And I was like, Harlan, if I have to go put all the people to make 188 left, and I didn't have to worry about Wright no more, because Wright was taking care of self. So, the lowest point was just when the 2-star left and a few other people fell off, and then going through personal things with my family. Times that it was a critical moment to hit a rank of 4-star. And I was like, I can't focus on the rank right now because I need to focus on my family. And my wife gave me the green light to actually leave the hospital. And she said, Paul, go do what you got to do.
But again, Paul, on that, this is so critical. You guys, hopefully you guys are hearing this. It's not all rosy. You got to get to the point where you're working your butt off, going through the ups and downs. Where did you get the resolve to do that? Where did that come from? Did it come from your parents teaching resolve, you growing up, knowing that, hey, crap happens, and then you just you either fade away like most people do, or you say, man, I'm going to figure this out brick by brick, step by step. I'm going to make it happen. Where did the resolve come? Because most people would have just said, nope, doesn't work. I'm going to quit and go back and do something I hate for the rest of my life.
Well,
and before you answer, I want to piggyback on that. If you guys want to go into why you were at the hospital, I don't know if you guys want to go there or not, but that's a pretty unbelievable story. And, thank the Lord that everything's great today.
Yeah. I appreciate that, Todd and Daryl. Daryl, the resistance from me came from my dad.
Yeah, he have it inside too.
Because when you don't have some things and you short, you have to find something in yourself that will push you. And I was told a long time ago that I would never have nothing. And, the part about the hospital was we was actually doing a live travel party.
Yeah.
And my wife said she was not feeling well. And I was like, Donna, you ain't feeling well? Because, Donna go through a lot of stuff. And she actually had a heart attack that night. And just to be here today is incredible.
Yeah. So we were doing a travel party, and I just wasn't feeling well. It's like something just like off, like way, way off. And everybody was looking like, hey, are you all right? You don't look good. You don't look good. So I'm like, okay, let's hurry up and get this party over. And I came upstairs for a minute. And when we went back down, I said, hey, once we dismiss everybody, we need to go to, urgent care. So we went to urgent care and they did an EKG. I was telling them about the chest pains. They did an EKG and they didn't see anything. So I was nauseous. So I vomited and they said, well, let's check you for food poisoning. And when they checked me for food poisoning, that's when everything showed up in the blood work. So, they said, we got some good news, we got some bad news. And they said, it's something wrong with your heart. But the good news is that, it could be repaired, it could be fixed. So they did a stent implant. And, we was on the verge of hitting 4-star director. And, we were just running to hit the rank of 4-star director. And we were like really, really that close. But once I knew that I was going to be okay, I'm in the best place, I'm in the hospital, where I'm being monitored and everything else. I said, go ahead and finish the job. I'm fine. And I said, my position had just hit maybe 2-star. So I told him, hey, if anything happens, this right here is going to keep growing too. So go ahead and finish the job and, I'm going to be fine. So, that was just something, a little, chuckle moment for us, but it was a serious matter. And we got through it. We went through a lot of different things, during that patch, we went through that. And then, I wasn't certain about traveling. I wasn't certain if I was going to be able to like travel again or because we had a trip planned for, I think maybe like a month after the procedure, after what happened. And I was afraid to leave. I think I sent Roz, Holland, and Badley, like a tearful message. If I go over here to Europe, I don't know if I'm gonna make it back home. So we were just all kind of concerned together. Wow. And, we went over there for like 20 days and had the time of our life.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
Yes,
So everything went well. We met some doctors over there, because they was over there watching going to see a soccer game or something like that. And it's like, we just, enjoy life and enjoy the journey. I'm like, the business is going to be here, but we have to like really, really enjoy what we are a part of. I mean, we gave the whole summer up to hit this rank. So, it worked because Cynthia Sly said, you're not going to be able to hit no big ranks if you're never at home. So, we pretty much gave up the summer. We did what we had to do. We did the training and we did a one-day overnight trip to New York for our 25-year anniversary. And we did Honduras. But the thing about Honduras, we went on a world tour. We took some of our team members with us, had a phenomenal time in Honduras. And it was a gentleman that's been in for a little while that lives down in Richmond. And all it took was for him to go on that trip to Honduras to realize how amazing this company is, how amazing their product is. He got started with us at the very beginning, and he finally looked into his back office. And when he looked into his back office, I said, okay, now that I got your attention, I said, once you do X, Y, and Z, you can hit this rank, this rank, this rank, this rank. So as soon as we got back from Honduras, we started going down to Richmond, Virginia every Sunday. So, thanks to the people in Richmond, Virginia, we were able to get quite a few sales in to help us get to the level of ambassador. And in addition to that, we just started tapping into other individuals that, we had to like go to talk to join. And a lot of them scored in 24. So, it's been a journey, but it's been a fun journey. I mean, we haven't missed out on anything, in life for the most part. Because we know that certain things, you just don't want to miss at this stage in your life. You want to be there to do certain things with people. We did that before, where we gave up everything and kind of like tuned everybody out. We did that before, and we also learned from it. So, we just got to enjoy the journey. We may not get there the fastest, but I can say one thing for sure, we're having the most fun. So, and that's what matters too.
Donna, you look absolutely great. You look healthy. I hope you are healthy and moving forward, but you look great today. And what an encouragement, what an inspiration, guys. You didn't know you were going to get this morning, did you guys? Or this afternoon? Wow.
Yeah. And Paul, it's funny because I can really identify with your story so much because a big part of what drives me is that, my dad was a policeman. My mom drove city bus. I went to a private Catholic school. Well, all the kids in school, their dads were doctors, lawyers, attorneys. I mean, we're pulling up in our beat up Rambler and they're pulling up in a big fancy Mercedes, right? And they were all wearing polos and Izods, and my shirts came from Sears. And and I was told by you'll never be successful. You'll never amount to anything. I was literally told that time and time again. And that was a big part of like what drove me that resolve. And a moment ago, when you had to endure the 2-star quit in your business, and your strong leg became your weak leg, and you made a statement. And I want to point that out. I mean, guys, in that one statement, Paul and Donna became ambassadors because it's a mindset. He says, if I have to put in all 188 myself, if I have to do all 188 myself, I will be an ambassador. It's in that moment of decision, that moment of I will not be denied. I don't care who quit, what happened. And then obviously you had to endure what happened there with Donna. And of course, you guys, if you know our story, our entire team quit. Then Gina had cancer. I mean, so we're kind of similar. No wonder I've always connected with you guys so much. I mean, from the moment we met you guys in Cancun, I just loved you guys to death. But they're just like, wow, I mean, your guys' stories kind of a parallel to what we've gone through. But it's real life, guys. I mean, life is short. I mean, I mentioned a moment ago about, Tatiana's mom. I mean, they had no idea. She was healthy. She was traveling with them. They were having fun. And then she was gone. I mean, guys, this ain't some dress rehearsal. I mean, tick, 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 tick. And what you see here is Paul and Donna having the time of their lives. Guy and Deborah Taylor, before Pastor Guy went to be with the Lord, they were traveling, having the time of their lives. I mean, guys, this is a place where people can come and not only grow and make money, but have the time of their life, right? Doing something together, creating those memories that you'll cherish forever. And you guys are just such a great example for the entire field of what it takes to get there. You're going to have some people quit. You're going to have some things happen. You're going to have some life things happen. You're going to have some disappointment, right? You're going to go through the ups and the downs. But if you can, again, 10 pages of a good book every day, 15 minutes of audio, plug it in with your upline ambassadors, this is going to help set the mindset that you just keep going through, and eventually you become this inspiration where I can tell you that everyone that's watching this live now, everyone's going to watch the replay, wants to come up and give you guys a hug. I want to give you a hug. I mean, so again, what an amazing story, Daryl.
And then, when we do take our trips and stuff, we still focus on the business. Like, the times that we go down to Miami to the Formula One races, we'll, put our car in the auto train, go down, have a great time. And on the drive home, we'll stop through different markets and do parties and things like that. Charlotte, Winston-Salem, Savannah. And, so all that stuff work. We're still doing business, even though we're away.
Yeah,
that is awesome, guys. Why don't let's just bring, because I know I know we've got a presentation. That's why I'm halfway dressed already. Coming up here in about an hour and 15 minutes or so. But let's bring on the sponsor, Keith and Harlan. Why don't you guys come on as well? Both you guys. Keith, how does it feel to sponsor somebody? Kind of point them in the right direction, give them some training, and then just duck and get out of their way. How does that feel?
It feels great. Can you hear me okay? Because I'm going to talk.
And where are you, by the way?
You sound great. You on an airplane, on a bus?
Right.
On a train, on a train.
On the train. Oh, I think you're in New York.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me turn my camera back around.
I think he's on the subway.
On the train.
You're on the train.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey, our
actually
travel
on the,
platform sure has us traveling, doesn't it?
Yeah, you
I'm
can't
on
even do
the,
a training with Key without traveling.
I'm on the long Times Square. Now I'm heading over to
Queens.
Amityville, Long Island, New York, to do a travel party there. So, getting to what Todd just did, man. I know a lot of people say, when they sponsor somebody that, man, that this is the one. This is the one. Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I knew Donna and Paul Scales was the one. I mean, as soon as I joined February 27, 2023, they were the first people that, you know, I sent Daryl and Maria's video to, because I knew if I could get the amazing Donna and Paul Scales on, that it was gonna be over. They were gonna be ambassadors. They were gonna be 5-star ambassadors. They were gonna be, you know, one of the new executive chairmen in the company. There was no doubt in my mind, because I've had history with Donna and Paul. We were all in the same last company that we were in, and we developed a serious relationship. Even though they weren't a part of my team, I made no money off of them. Anytime they called and said, "Keith, can you come down to the DMV to do travel parties?" And, you know, without question, you know, I didn't make them pay for my airfare, my hotel, none of that. They opened up their home. We did events, and, you know, I just love Donna and Paul Scales. And when I got in this, I knew I had to have them a part of this, because we used to always say, "Man, I wish we were on each other's team. You know, I wish we could actually, you know, build together." And, you know, I'm a firm believer, you know, anytime you ask God for anything, he's going to make it happen. And he most definitely made it happen. And now we're on the same team. And, you know, once I put them in the system, I knew it was over with. And it's just, I mean, I've been in network marketing, you know, for almost 16 years. And to see Donna and Paul Scales win at the level that they're winning at now, I mean, I've never had such a heartfelt, you know, love to see somebody win like Donna and Paul Scales. So it's just truly amazing. I'm so happy, you know, that they did it. And Paul said it best. It's not a matter of how long, you know, it can flow as long as you do it. And I'm already knowing this hump that they had to get over, they're over it. And now it's just going to skyrocket from there. You know, I'm already knowing they're probably going to hit another rank before we get to Orlando in February, because they're moving just like that. So Donna and Paul Scales, man, love you guys. So happy to see you hit this rank. And once again, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys just continue to skyrocket to the top. It's not a matter of, you know, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And we're going to be right there to celebrate you again. So I'm going to hand it back to you, Todd.
See you in a couple of days, Keith.
Steve.
Oh, yeah, yes. You guys at the amazing Ritz-Carlton, where we're going to be living the bougie life. Champagne life, but we're doing it on a beer budget, guys.
But by the way, just that ending statement, and it always blows me away. Only in Chavorium could you have Keith Brown on a train in New York going to a party, right? And then 2 days later, yeah, I'll see you in Qatar. On the other side, and it's like natural around here. Like, oh yeah. Well, it's just like, and it's like normal everyday business, guys. It is the most unbelievable business where you're going to build this incredible family around the world, right? And guys, understand the people you get to work with, they are your family, the Chavorium family. And I mean, you get to watch them grow and succeed, and you're going to smile and cheer and cry. And again, there are people in our company that would tell you that, you know, my Chavorium family is closer than my actual family. I'm not advocating that be the case. There's just many people where that is a reality. But hey, let's go to the great, and again, Harlan, I kid you not, Mr. Dave Hart the other day says that guy's going to be a legend in this industry. Daryl believes that. I believe that. Dave Hart believes that. Keith Brown believes that. Paul and Donna Scales believe that. Chris Bailey believes that. So anyway, buddy, you are something else, but we want to turn this over to you, our one-star ambassador.
Team Wiki.
Team Woo! Team Woo!
Thank you. So, I mean, I want to pass it back to you guys first of all. You always have to do that, because with the vision, with David Hart coming up with the vision to do this was absolutely incredible. Having the integrity that he has. I mean, there's a couple of people that had known David Hart from a while ago, and they said, "Yeah, I know him personally." And I was like, "Really?" And they said, "Yeah." And they said, "This guy has a phenomenal heart. Like, he's the real deal." That means a lot, because how many times have you been with a company where the owner of the company, you never see them, they never show up on any Zoom calls, you only see them walk across stage, they got on $1 million clothes, and the only thing they care about is what you're doing for them as a company, in the business. They don't really care. David Hart cares about he cares about the person who hasn't even signed up yet. All right. So it's absolutely incredible. I also want to thank Donna and Paul Scales. Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm going to thank them. And the reason why is because their family, right? When we were in a travel club prior to this, and it was a lot of work for little money. Okay, a lot of work. When you talk about you had to go build a business of 60 people, 30 left and 30 right, to start off making $100 a month. And here, all you need is 8 left and 8 right, and they and more than half of them can come from somewhere else. And you start off at $300 a month. I was like, this is absolutely incredible, right? But the fact that Donna and Paul Scales had the drive, like when they could have easily been like, nope, we were burned by that company. We don't want to do this anymore. You know, we're done. We're out of it. We don't. And the same thing with Keith Brown. He could have felt the exact same way. But the grit, the determination, and the understanding they had of the industry caused them to say, if we built it once, we can build it again. And he came in and he did exactly that. So, Paul, I want to say this to you and Donna. Congratulations. Congratulations to hitting Ambassador, because when times get tough, a lot of people shut down, right? When it is that people quit, people get discouraged. Oh, they quit. Somebody quit me. People going to quit you every day on all kinds of things. But you still had the grit, the determination, the resilience to continue to go no matter what. And Paul, you didn't leave it up to anybody else to get it done. You got it done, right? And that's what I love. You wasn't pointing the fingers at nobody saying, you got to do this, you got to do that. Why is this not happening? You were like, no, Harlan, I got out here and I got it done. And what's crazy is that you literally got out there and got it done, right? You didn't sit in the house and wait around to see who was going to call or what happened. You got in your car and you drove to people and you met face to face with them so they can feel what you feel when you explain what you're doing and how you're doing it. And you built it. So you deserve it, right? Somebody asked me the other day, Harlan, Michelle said, Miss Michelle, my wife's coworker, she said, Harlan, Michelle said that that you do a lot of travel parties and you traveling and she said, and you be tired, right? She said, do you get tired? And I said, I do. And she said, but it doesn't bother. I said, no, because it's worth it. I said, I'd rather be tired standing up telling somebody about how they can save money and travel all over the world and get paid, rather than to be tired for somebody telling me what to do 8 to 12 hours a day, and when I can do it, how I do it, where I got to be, what I need to say, how I need to do it. I said, I'd much rather do it this way. I said, you know why? Because this way is fun. I'm tired of, anybody tired of having fun? How can you be tired of having fun? I have a travel party I have to leave to go do here shortly, and it is a poolside travel party. They got a lazy river in their backyard. Tell me that who would get tired of doing that? Who would get tired of going to sit in front of that, have fun, tell everybody what we're doing, and then get in the pool?
Yeah.
Who in their right mind would be tired? I don't care how long it would ever take you to build a business. If this is what the business building is, I choose this, and like you say, 6 Saturdays and 1 Sunday, I choose it every single day. And so that's what I love about what it is that we're doing, is that, where else can you do this, right? Other companies, you got to wait for somebody. You got to talk to them about, did the pills work? Did you lose any weight? Right? Let me look at your face. Do you look any better than you did yesterday when you put this on your face? No, you think you look the same to me. You got to prove something, but you don't have to prove going to Qatar. Tomorrow they leave to go to Qatar, staying in the Ritz-Carlton, and it costs them less than $1,000 to do it. Total for 2 people. You don't have to prove that to anybody. You don't have to prove, even locally here on the East Coast, if you want to go to Myrtle Beach, stay in the Sonesta in Myrtle Beach, literally for $300 total for 2 people. You don't have to prove that to anybody. People want to do it. They're like, we know if you say you're going to Dubai and you get there, as long as it's still Dubai, it's not Atlantic City, right? You don't have to prove this to anybody. We're just showing it and sharing it with everybody. And that's how it is that we actually build this. But the biggest thing for me was conviction. When you all first got on this Zoom, my Michelle's coworker was sitting right here. She had just signed up. She came over because she wanted to actually understand how to maneuver through this site, and she worked better in person. She was like, nope, I can look at the videos, but I'm coming over. I said, come on over. So she sat here and I explained everything to her, and she literally was sitting here losing her everlasting mind. She was like, wait a minute, you telling me when I log in this is my price to take this getaway because I have these points that I already started off with, which even if I don't have those points, that price right there is insane. She said, and you telling me next month that price is going to drop down by another $135? Yep. And the following month is going to drop by another $135? Yep. She was like, this is it. So I showed her my screen. I said, well, look at mine. I said, you see, mine says 0.00. Yours will too. She was like, I said, and you know what the best part about it is? Right now, you're paying $135 a month and you get to use it. Imagine getting to have $135 a month and get to use it and you're not even paying for it out of your pocket. I said, now that $29 for that trip right there is $29, period. Not 29, not wholesale, and then use your points $29. No, it's $29 because you told 3 people. Come on now.
Yeah, sometimes you got to show them.
Put that smoke
You gotta show
on her. Smoke on her, baby. Put that
Dude, listen, one of my friends said to me today, hold him down, I don't need to say his name. You know who I'm talking about. He said, man, I don't really get to kick it with you or Mark anymore. You know, I keep trying to get y'all to go with me and say, well, Ronnie, I can say this name. You go to Africa all the time. It's the only place you keep going to Africa. I was like, dude, he said, I went to Belize and I was like, okay, that's great. And Mark was on the phone. He said, but Rodney, why would we go the places you're going when we have our own inventory of all the places we can go around the world and pay way less than the amount of money you're paying? Why don't you just get a membership and then you can travel with us? Otherwise, keep going to Africa. We're going to Egypt. We're going to Thailand. We're going to Dubai. We're going to Morocco. We're going to Paris. We're going to the Maldives. We're going to Qatar. Like you.
And that's just this year.
And that's just this year. And that's just this year. So go ahead. Get it. I said, so fine, just get a membership and you can travel with us. But otherwise, deuces. We'll catch up with you some other time. Would you say, Donna?
I said, tell him we're not traveling with him. He can talk about that, but we're not
Too
traveling.
easy.
No. We're not. But that's what I love about this. I mean, where else can you? And then, oh my gosh, the money that you bring home. Everybody on here, ambassador. Get there. Here's what's phenomenal about it. You can do it. Like Daryl and Todd said, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. Right? And the only thing that's going to take you there is your mindset and your consistency to do it. I don't care if it took you 10 years. It took you 40 to get to 6 figures anyway. How about 10 more if it took you 10? And it hasn't taken anybody 10.
No.
I did it in a year and 3 months.
Part-time.
Part-time. Keith Brown did it in a year and 1 month. We had somebody do it in 5 months. We had somebody do it in 2 months was the record. You can do it. It's just your time. If it took you 2 years, doesn't matter. It's your time. What's going to happen during that? You're going to travel all over the place. You're going to have memories that you're creating for you and your family. You're going to save a ton of money doing it. And you're going to meet incredible people along your journey. That's what's going to happen. You're going to be surrounded. So when I tell you my circle has decreased in quantity, but in quality, it has increased tremendously. And now I'm around people that elevate my life, and that's the only way I'm going to live. I told somebody before, I haven't flown on a coach economy class seat in the past 7 years. Where do you sit? Right? How do you change your seat? Right? Change your seat. I fly first class everywhere I go. Change your seat. Where do you sit? Where do you sit in your finances? Where do you sit in your journey? Where do you sit in your life, in your thinking? Right? Because how you live your life can change your seat. I changed my seat. Change your seat.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Hold on. Mic drop.
Unbelievable.
Guys, there is so much to unpack there from what Harlan was just sharing with everybody. As he was talking about, what if it takes you 5 years, 10 years, right? Worst case, you mentioned traveling. I go, you were talking about all the travel you're going to do, all the friends you're going to meet. Worst case, you're going to go to the pool party with me. You're going to hang out at the lazy river. You're going to eat a hot dog and a hamburger. We're going to have, I mean, guys, it is the most incredible life. I love when you articulated, Harlan, this is the work. I get paid. This is the work. I've had people say, hey, Todd, when are you going to retire? I go, retire from what? Going to the beach? Hey, guys, we're going to go to the beach. Say, you want to come? I'm retired. I mean, you're going to retire from having fun? I mean, guys, it is the most incredible business, the most incredible lifestyle. And Harlan says something else, by the way. Harlan, we were at that this incredible event on Wednesday, and you had to be $1 million. You had to make over $1 million a year to get in. And some of the guys were billionaires. But the billionaire made the comment. He goes, "The thing I've learned is to spend more time with less people." Yeah. Meaning you want to spend your time with the shakers, the movers, the winners, the people that are doing things. It's not that you're not spending time with everybody because you're trying to train them, coach them, and help them. But at the end of the day, guys, you got to make that mental choice. I'm going to go do the things I'm supposed to do. I'm going to read the 10 pages. I'm going to listen to 15 minutes of audio. I'm going to be prospecting 3 to 5 people every day. I mean, you heard Paul and Donna, even when they're traveling, man, they're always prospecting. On the way back from a trip, hey, let me do a travel party. Harlan Hall, man, I got a travel party coming up. Me and Daryl's like, hey, dude, we got to get across town here in 58 minutes. I mean, we got to go do a travel party, right? I mean, so guys, but it's fun. And some of you are thinking like it's work, but it ain't. It's fun. And of course, again, as you mentioned, Harlan, one last thing, I turn this back over to Daryl, is the fact that, guys, we have an incredible business where you don't have to prove our product. You're not selling pills, potions, and lotions where, look, I know it's expensive. I know it looks bad and it tastes like crap. I realize I can't make any medical claims about it, but let me tell you what it's done for me. I mean, that is a tough presentation, right? And most people are like, nah, I don't even do nutrition. Some people, I do nutrition, but I made up my mind on the things I want to do. Other people that are open say, okay, I'll try your stuff, right? And some of them, most of them, I don't feel anything. Some of them, man, I was in the bathroom all night. Man, what'd you do to me? I thought you were my friend. I mean, my stomach's all tore up. I'm living on the toilet. I'll never take that stuff again. And so, again, it's a tough road to hoe. But, guys, our product works for everybody. I don't care who you are. Young, old, does not matter. The Ritz-Carlton in Qatar is the Ritz-Carlton in Qatar, and the price is the price. It works for everybody universally, and it's something that almost everybody down deep wants, right? But guys, what an amazing call. Daryl, I'm going to throw it back over to you for the final word.
Yeah, guys, just Marie and I have just come up with another terminology. We believe, and this is through, we sit down and sometimes we'll have our CEO dinners and CEO breakfasts and CEO lunches, and we just termed it the next 3 to 5 years is going to be the golden window. We believe that we're literally going to go vertical the next 3 to 5 years. By 2030, everybody that's watching us right now, you can be financially healed. You can do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, anytime that you want. And this next 3 to 5 years is critical because they're all coming. And then after that, everybody that comes, if you don't get them personally, guess what's going to happen? They're going to fall somewhere within your net. And guys, this is the critical time. So for those of you that really want to find out, what do I need to do? You need to get plugged in. You need to find a mentor. You need to get together with somebody that can show you a simple game plan on how to increase this right here, your mindset. That's the number one thing. You are the challenge. You are the problem. You fix that, everything that you want. So 3 to 5 years is the golden window. This is the time that you set aside. Everybody here today talked about we set aside friends. We set aside everything that's going to pull us back. You're either moving forward or you're moving backwards. You can't move in the same direction. And this next 3 to 5 years is critical for those of you that want to be on top, that want to set that legacy for you and your family. You've got the opportunity. You've got the deal. I always say this, good things come to those who wait, but only those things left by those of us who hustle. Let's make it a great day. Marie and I are also going to be back doing a Zoom at 6 o'clock tonight, Pacific time, 8 o'clock Central. That's 9 o'clock East Coast. It's our Saturday Night Live SNL. We're going to have some live testimonials tonight as well. If you have a leader and you guys are doing your own stuff, please jump on the leaders call. But if you don't have one and you're available, jump on ours. We'd love to have you. We got some special guests coming tonight. Again, if you know anybody in the Vegas area, Todd and I, Gina, Maria, we're going to be doing presentations here starting about 11 o'clock. We're going to get there. Going to start probably 11:15, 11:30. We're going to do a presentation, Q&A. You got somebody, call them, encourage them to get here as well. So the Legacy Collection, Todd, that's going to be a big hit all over the world with this company, man.
And yeah, guys, also we got the Fireside Chat tomorrow night with Ambassador Cynthia Sly, Ambassador Deborah Taylor, and 4-star director, Pastor Mel Keys, man. He's knocking on that door. I'm so happy for that guy. Amazing guy. Paul and Donna, guys, we honor you. We celebrate you. What an amazing accomplishment through adversity, through the hospital, through your biggest leg quitting. You guys are the true definition of champions. There's Miss Maria.
Congratulations. Love you guys. So awesome.
You.
Hey, we love you guys. By the way, one final comment, just real quick. The other night, we all hopped on that Zoom, and we had Chris Bailey and Alicia and Harlan and Daryl and Maria and Dr. Phyllis, and we were just celebrating your accomplishments the day you did it, right? And I know we recorded some of it, but I mean, guys, if you just could have been on that call, just like an ears drop, right? I mean, everyone just talking about how unbelievable the lifestyle is to become an ambassador. I mean, every day you wake up, you got that $140 in your bank account, right? I mean, the best part of waking up is that $140 in your cup. I mean, before you ever get out of bed, right? Before you ever get out of bed, you got $10,000 in the bank, right? When Paul and Donna get out of bed now, right? We're already $10,000 to the good. Now let's go out there and see if we can get us some more, right? I mean, guys, it is the most incredible thing. And if you